John, it sort of felt like, one way of reading the game is that you lost a lot in discipline in the last 10 minutes. Is that fair, or did you have a problem with either of those decisions?
No, I'll probably apologise for the first one. I thought that's where you have to get rid of that in rugby. Tucked shoulder to the head. That's because then guys aren't going to jackal. So my only thing to Leo now was to say sorry for that. No issue with that one. I thought up until then, Peter, I thought we could see some cracks starting. Maybe physically in Leinster. And so that ill discipline. I think big moment was when we got into their 22, which we didn't often in the second half. I think there, if we converted there, then I think we were in a reasonably good position. Because I could see they were looking a little bit tired, a little bit. The second yellow card, that one I didn't quite understand. But I've only watched it once live. But I think Lens, I said to the guys at half-time, we won't win this game if we don't stay 15 on the field. But they, some of those things, they're putting us under pressure. Not the foul play is foul play. But when Zas does that, we're under pressure there. When Salman's not rolling, we're under pressure there. So, I think 68 minutes we dared to dream. But, that's it. Sorry, I wasn't going to answer, Peter. But,
you put them under an awful lot of pressure.
I thought we did. I thought we defended well. It's our plan here, and I don't want to sound like you're making excuses. There were some personnel issues, and so we didn't want to come. We weren't going to out-attack Leinster or that. We wanted to really make it a dogfight. Give them a set piece, defend well, carry well, and I thought that was working reasonably well. I think we defended fantastically. But the thing with Leinster, we work it out. If you're going to give over 10 lineouts in your half, then they get their rhythm, and that leads to a try eventually. And a couple of those lineouts came from the poor discipline. So,
how do you think they stack up against a Bulls team that you've had a few battles with?
It's going to be a good game. I'd say that Leinster attacks got the opportunity. I thought we defended very well. I'm not trying to be arrogant about it, because we did a lot of it. And if you look at that game, if rugby's about a team that attacks, Leinster thoroughly deserved to win this game. So I think that Leinster attack, the Bulls it's going to put the Bulls under pressure. I think obviously Leinster will have. We've got a pretty powerful scrum. I think we've probably got the edge today. Bulls also got a good scrum. I think Leinster are going to have to handle that. I don't know if the injury to Porter is serious. But it's going to be similar. It's going to be similar.
And just on your own kind of future, just obviously excellent players coming in. What will you most take away from this experience, this group? Do you think?
I said, we were actually chatting yesterday. I said one of our things was I always wanted to bring. We always played in South Africa. They always send Leinster A, or I'm not sure what you call it. And even when we came here to the Aviva 2 years ago, we played against that same team, because I think it was just after Six Nations or something. We've always said we want to go to Leinster and play the full strength Leinster. Obviously, every team's got operational injuries. We have, they have. And that's where we know where we are. And I think we get so much pride out of this because, relatively depleted. We come here, and I think for a long time we go toe-to-toe. So it's a big thing for us to be able to, people always say you've never played the Leinster first team. Well, now we have. And I think they've probably got a little bit of respect for us. Oh, no, I don't mean that. I mean that genuinely nicely. They've probably got a bit of respect for us. And we know, deep down, that with a bit of work, get a few things right, a couple of players, we can go toe-to-toe with the best clubs in the world. And Leinster is in the top 3-4 clubs in the world. So for us, it's a fantastic... It's miserable now, but maybe with 4 to 5 Guinness and a night's sleep, we might think there's something to us. So maybe 8.
45, did you say?
I tell you, once, Peter, we booked a restaurant the other night for the team, and we got this Afrikaans defence coach, that mad guy on the water, and he booked a table at a restaurant in town. What was it called? Opium. And he said he booked for 40. He was meant to book for 45, wasn't it? And then he heard 4 to 5. So, I meant 4 to 5, but it's going to be 8.
The slow start, you get away 10 points, barely touched the ball. Was that disappointing? Is that indicative that South Africa are still learning to travel?
No, I think it's how Leinster play. They've got all these special players in the week. These clever players off the line out. They rehearse them, and we know they're coming early. And the idea was not to give them line outs. Now we did a hard stat. If Leinster score 9.7 points in the first 15 minutes, and when they win, when they lose, they score 4.6 points. So we knew the fast start was coming. We just couldn't control it. And I think a product of that, we gave 2 line-outs. We lost a contestable battle, and we gave away I can't remember the penalty. We gave away a scrum penalty, which we weren't thrilled about. So I don't think it was like us travelling. Maybe if there's maybe a mistake by me saying, chaps, we've got to be in touch. We've got to keep those first 20 minutes, and maybe that becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But we just knew we couldn't be 20 down, and we were close to that. And those are the championship minutes with these guys, and the 5 minutes before half-time are championship minutes. And we're maybe fortunate, maybe it was good defence, because I think if they got that try just before half-time, I think that could have been the game, So.
They've had that. They had a storm-pitched week behind the scenes. There was a lot of tension about the place. Did you think that might have given you a chance, or were you hoping that might have upset them? But the first 20 minutes seems to suggest it didn't.
Yeah, you guys know much better than we do. But sometimes those things galvanise a team. I don't know the relationship between Leo and Jacques and the team, but they looked like a pretty unified, galvanised team out there. I think if any cracks were starting to show, it was, I think, when we got some sort of physical dominance on them, but we couldn't convert it.
Are you a more physical side than Bulls?
Yeah. Look, I think it's similar. I'd like to think we play rugby, which we didn't tonight, with a bit more flow. It's very different playing at Loftus Versfeld. It's another sport there, 1,400 metres above sea level. We play in a much similar environment to you, and I think that makes their results. You go there, it's a tough place to play. Come out to Aviva, it's a bit different. But we both pride ourselves on our set piece, and so you'll have to.
And just last one from me, it's my impression you attempted to fight on 2 fronts this year. That
yes.
you made a good effort. Is that something that we're going to start seeing more and more of?
You think? Yeah, definitely. I think we've made so many strides in building our squad. We know we have to. Where Leinster are ahead of everybody else in the URC is that the Leinster, what do you call that second team? It used to be captained by that poor bloke like me. You know what I'm talking about, the Leinster. Yeah, what do you call that second? Okay. Yeah, Leinster A. Well, the Leinster A team. They can go. The main team can play La Rochelle in a European game, and then that Leinster A can beat the Ospreys. And we were so far off that, in our first year, we played Exeter in a quarter-final, went toe-to-toe. Actually, no, we got a bit of a smack in the end. And we came back, and Munster were already in Cape Town. Ospreys were already in Cape Town. We lost to Ospreys. You got to Exeter away, and the Exeter were in their full pomp then, you know what I mean? But now, if I don't know, because this is going to sound like a really excuses, but Frans Maherba's not out there today. Ollie Kebble's not out there today. The Hookers are both there. They're both the 2 number 1 locks not out there today. Dion Friese, World Cup winners, not out there today. Kobus Reinichsen, famous world, probably one of the best after the French scrum masters in the world, and after Joe Gibson Park. Sacha Fanga-Gombizu's not out there. Our best wing's not out there today. What I mean by that is that we're starting to have the ability to almost have 2 squads. This wasn't our second squad, but it was a mixture. And we went toe-to-toe with a really cool Leinster team. So I think it's allowing us to get in the position where we, with a little bit of rotation, I thought we should have deserved to, I won't say winning Toulon, and that could have given us a little bit further. So next year we want to definitely go with both. And something like tonight gives us confidence that we can get there. We've got some fantastic youngsters coming through. So hopefully the Storm, our dream is this project in Cape Town. We're thrilled to be part of the URC, and our dream is to be at that top table. And I don't think tonight, as I say, when the 8th beer's gone, the 8th Guinness has gone down, I might think, okay, we're getting close. But we don't want to be a team that just focuses. We desperately want. Can't give you long. I'm going to leave you in peace now. But We were so keen to have that final in Cape Town. You know, if the tickets would have sold out in 3 hours, wouldn't they? Like they did a couple of years ago. And the people of Cape Town had 2 weeks of excitement and that sort of stuff. So it's a bit bitter now, but at least we boxed with a place like Leinster, and that should be a cracking final. It should be a cracking final. So I hope you fill this place up.